So on the subject of bird food, there's good bird food and there's, well, I'm saying bad bird food, but not so good bird food. I always get my seed from a reputable supplier because there's a lot of food out there that's bulked out with a lot of stuff that really simply isn't taken by the majority of your garden birds. So what do you want in a good bird seed? Well, this is a good bird seed. This is one of my favourites. I'll just get a little handful out there and show you. If you look at that nice and close, all you see there is nothing but good stuff. What we've got is lots of sunflowers, there's hemp, there's millet, there's a few other bits and pieces that I can't identify. I'm no botanist, but lots of seeds there that are all going to be picked at by your garden birds, full of oils, fats and all sorts of other trace elements. Now the only problem with this mix is that the sunflower seeds come with a husk, and the birds of course split their husk, take the kernel out, and then the husks are dropped to the floor. And if you're a garden proud kind of person, that can create a bit of a mess. It is simply a mess, and it can be swept up, it can be composted, and it will break down in the garden. But if you want to cut down on the mess and go for a really efficient feed, then you can't get much better than this. This is a husk-free mix, and it's exactly the same as that one, but somebody has gone through, not individually of course, and taken all the husks off the sunflower seeds. So what you've got there is pure goodies for the birds, and the consequences of you feeding this is not a lot of wastage whatsoever, and certainly not a lot of mess in the garden. Now going back to those bad bird foods, you can spot them very easily. A lot of people have jumped on the wildlife gardening bandwagon and simply made up their own mixes, and they've bulked them out with the cheaper stuff such as corn and wheat. And what that does is basically it just gets wasted. It grows underneath your bird feeder of course as well, and is really only attractive to birds like pigeons and pheasants, and of course most of us don't necessarily want to encourage those in huge numbers into our garden. So the moral of this story is always buy a good bird seed. It might be a little bit more expensive, but it'll do exactly what it's supposed to do, and that's attract the right kind of garden bird.